Hi, it's Danny from Danny's Sports Bar in Patel, looking ahead at the week in the world of sports. We're into the first full week of 2026. That means a couple of things. It means the start of the NFL playoffs, and at least as far as the Premier League teams go, it means the start of the 2026 FA Cup. The third round of the Cup, that's when the big teams join in. That starts on Friday night, goes all the way through to Monday night. There's not huge matchups this year in the third round. Sometimes we get some really exciting matchups, either big top Premier League teams playing each other or a Premier League team playing a non-league team. Don't have really either of those this year. The best all Premier League matchup would be Saturday night, 12:45 a.m., Tottenham Hotspur against Aston Villa. The one thing about all these Premier League matchups, any of the Premier League games, you don't know how seriously the teams are going to be taking the FA Cup. There's certainly going to be some players rested for it, so you're unlikely to see either team's full squad, but with a matchup like that, you'll probably see a strong team put out by both of them. Everton playing Sunderland earlier on Saturday, another all-Premier League matchup. The matchups, the biggest gaps in matchups, you have a couple of games where the Premier League team is hosting a team from League One. League One in the English format, for those of you who don't know, is down the third division, actually. The Premier League, then the Championship, then League One. Manchester City hosting Exeter City on Saturday night at 10 o'clock. And then the last game of the weekend on Monday night late, Liverpool hosting Barnsley. So those, we'll see. Sometimes the FA Cup surprises you with what they call a cup set, a big upset. See if any of them happen this year. But there'll always be a few, but more likely probably a championship team beating a Premier League team. Also this week, before they start the FA Cup third round, we have another round of Premier League games. Most of the games are on Wednesday night. There's two games that aren't Wednesday night that have special importance at different ends of the table. On Tuesday, Nottingham Forest will play, West Ham play Nottingham Forest. West Ham right now are in the relegation zone, have been for quite a while, but should they beat Nottingham Forest tonight, Tuesday night, late night, 3 o'clock, they would pull within 1 point of Nottingham Forest. Of course, if Nottingham Forest were to win, they would go 7 points clear of West Ham and really open up that gap. So an important game, even with a long way to go still in the season, an important game at the bottom end of the table. At the top end of the table, we'll look at a game on Thursday night, the only game on Thursday, late night, 3 a.m., Arsenal playing host to Liverpool. One of Arsenal's few losses this year was away to Liverpool earlier in the season, quite a free kick from Dominic Szoboszlai. Now they play them at home. Liverpool not in the greatest of form, but as you look through, Arsenal have sort of lengthened the gap over second place Manchester City a little bit. As you look through the rest of their fixture list, you look at some of these games against some of the somewhat higher teams as potential games where maybe they could drop points and maybe Manchester City could close the gap. So Arsenal-Liverpool is going to be a game people are going to watch as the Premier League season goes on. In the NFL, there's 6 playoff games in the wild card weekend. We're going to be showing one of them live. The other ones are either very, very late night or very early morning outside our regular opening hours. But the Bills play the Jaguars at 1 a.m. Sunday night, the game we will show, and could be an interesting game. The Jaguars have kind of quietly become a very good team. They only came one win away from having the bye in the AFC, being the top seed. They had a great season. Now, are they that good? We'll find out in the playoffs. And what better way to start than against the Buffalo Bills, who are a wild card team. Of course, they finished second in the AFC East to the surprising New England Patriots. But the Bills have a lot more playoff experience than the Jaguars do, obviously. That's a game people are going to want to watch. Bills and Jaguars on Sunday night. So we've got FA Cup, we've got Premier League, we've got the NFL playoffs starting. It's a big week in sports. Come see us here at Danny's.